Okay, today we're gonna finish off the extra story and then we're gonna go straight into if Freddy Dicky's doing that. I'm excited. Excitation. Yeah. Literally one day. Teleport now. Let us teleport. Teleport? We're teleporting? Lefting? Are you sure we're going the right way? Yeah, you just take a left at this coral. Okay, lefting. Let's through. Oh, this has 1 hour left. Interesting. Okay. We'll leave it there for now, I guess. I did some work on the side, so you're gonna see that some of these areas, some of the hollow areas, if this does in fact take us to the hollow, the side quest anyways, are almost all like completely swept. I just have one hollow foot start left. And that's pretty much just because
Oh, don't leave just yet. New stock just came in. Stick around, you might find something interesting. Exclusive antique appraisals workshops have...
maybe an hour later, I might still be on this, so. Let's just focus. Focus.
Good. Nothing unusual for now.
Xiaoguang, when did you get back? How was your first mission as a Void Hunter? Why are you being so secretive? Oh, right. Belle, Senior Fufu, and Senior Yinhu are still out taking care of things around Phylum Heights. I'll go fetch them. Just wait a sec. Huh?
Shh! Keep your voice down. Sorry, Junior. I guess I don't know my own strength now. Are you okay?
I'm fine. But don't you want to see everyone now that you're back? Did something happen during the mission? Did it not go well?
No, the mission went perfectly fine. I just came across something a little strange. I'm not even sure how to explain it to you or the others. I'm sorry, Junior Wise. I wanted to be happy coming back to see you all after the mission, but I'm just so tense. I have no idea when the next anomaly might appear, and you can't hear it.
What drives a person to take up the sword? And what awaits them because of it?
Did the Qingming sword speak just now? Am I hearing things?
Huh? You can hear it? But none of the investigators I worked with on the mission could hear it. Not even Senior Miyabi.
What lies within the heart of one who takes up the sword?
Actually, I can hear it really clearly. It's still speaking now while we're talking, mumbling something about what lies within the heart of one who takes up the sword.
Well, I guess that will make things easier for me to explain. While I was wielding the Qingming sword in the middle of battle, I suddenly heard a woman whispering in my ear, and I couldn't make it stop, no matter how hard I tried. Nothing like this has ever happened before. I didn't know if the Qingming sword had undergone another change, but when I was about to bring it back for Shifu to take a look, it suddenly said something that caught my attention.
The one who wields the sword shall find the answer within the hidden realm, the very origin of the Qingming sword.
Yes, that's what caught my ear.
Did it say a hidden realm? I've never heard Shifu or Mr. Lu say anything about that before. What kind of place could it be?
I'm not sure how much of what it says can be trusted. But if such a hidden realm really does exist, and there's knowledge linked to the origin of the Qingming sword...
I see. So if that voice isn't lying, we should be able to find a way to overcome the Qingming sword's negative effects by going to that hidden realm.
Yeah! Shifu and my brother have done so much to suppress the Qingming sword's effects on me. I think it's time I take action too. With you here, Junior Wise, even if Shifu and the others can't hear the voice, they'll still believe me. I want to tell them what's going on, and then head to that hidden realm and see it for myself.
The Qingming sword will guide you to the hidden realm. The sword bearer must not miss this fleeting chance.
Huh?
Xiaoguang, what's wrong?
Just now, an image of a hollow flashed through my mind. Somewhere in Limnian Hollow. I even caught a glimpse of myself bringing the Qingming sword there. Is it showing me the way to enter the hidden realm? Junior Wise, we don't have much time. The images in my head are already starting to fade.
Shifu went out on a mission earlier and isn't at Suibian Temple. If we're in a hurry, let's just leave a letter for her and the others and go right now.
Wait, Junior Wise. Belle told me that you experienced a strange reaction in your eyes earlier. You should stay here and wait for Shifu to come back. I can go to the hollow by myself.
This is about the Qingming sword, so I don't want you to go there alone. And I haven't felt anything unusual in my eyes lately, so I think it should be fine. Don't worry, Xiaoguang. I'll be sure to take care of myself.
How am I supposed to refuse when you give me a look like that? Fine. Just promise me that you'll let me know the moment you feel any discomfort. I hope we can find something in there.
If you come, remember to bring some pork buns.
Do you think we'll really find anything?
Of the hollow, there is no realm at all. Just as you're about thinking that, Shawan suddenly unleashes the screaming sword. Hello! Tens of thousands of sword formations shoot into the air and scatter around, and the terrain itself begins to change in unbelievable ways. I'm doing not the short quest, the side quest, or the continuing quest after everything else. Qingming sword, hidden realm. Here we go. Although it did say it wasn't really a hidden realm. It was in the Lamian Hollow.
/side/long quest.
Shorts, yeah.
So this is the hidden realm the Qingming sword was talking about. The whole area looks completely different. Like some sacred, secluded place hidden deep in the mountains. Amazing!
This event is long but fun.
Yeah, so hopefully I can get it all done today because I think it's time limited. So 1 day and then 1 hour, I think. So
To think, the Qingming sword could reshape an entire area within the hollow. Xiaoguang, are you okay? Did unleashing the sword just now take a toll on you?
No, I'm fine. But I've just had this strange feeling since a moment ago. Oh, right, Junior. Could you take a look and see which way leads out of here?
you quickly scan the surrounding area and spot a path leading out. But as soon as you move forward to it, an unseen force pushes you back against you. No matter how many times you try, you can't break through the barrier.
Finding a way out isn't the problem. It feels like there's an invisible barrier here that stops us once we get close.
I knew it. I felt this heavy, stifling sense of confinement ever since we got here. Guess this isn't a place where we can just come and go as we please. Even though we left a letter for Shifu, it looks like we'll have to explore this place on our own. The barrier will probably keep the others out.
It's going to be tricky without any outside help. Still, hopefully we can explore without any trouble and find something that'll help with your recovery.
Strange. The Qingming sword feels more active than ever. This place must be hiding something really important. Come on, let's keep going. I'm sure I can cut right through whatever stands in our way.
Okie dokie.
Ethereals?
Oh.
Even in this realm? Let me take care of them. Swirling clouds! This feeling, it's...
Control me, Xiaoguang. Press to shift strike, dealing massive damage.
What is it, Xiaoguang?
The Qingming sword seems so restless. If I use it now, it might awaken an entirely new power.
So that's the Qingming sword's new ability?
Yes, the sword feels amplified in this area. Let's keep going and clear out every ethereal here.
The gate is right up ahead.
Wait, why is there an abandoned sword altar here?
Yeah, I think a sword altar. When I bring it closer, it gets a feeling that my mind is sinking to the whole space. Exactly. More like the space is sharpening my vision. With this, I think I can grasp the Qingming sword's state more clearly. Why? While we have a moment, I'd like to go over the new ability I just learned. Maybe I can refine this power even more. Let's give it a go. Okay. So are you okay? After boosting our strength, we should keep moving forward, but I can sense it. There's some serious power behind this door ahead of us. We might be up against a real tough enemy. Once I open the door, stay behind me. Let me handle this one. Got it. Let's roll.
Drifting clouds!
I see. There's a lot of sections to this. 4 different sections.
More ethereals incoming. Use the sword's new power to take them out. Yep.
Oh, hello. You gotta fight this bug.
Xiaoguang, stay alert. This area looks different from the others I've seen.
It's more active than the others. I'll be careful.
Didn't we fight this guy
Wait, evil
before?
monster! blade cuts down evil! My spirit soars in the sky! Frost glistens! Yeshunguang of Yunquai Summit! Breaking all illusions!
Second round? No second round, that's right. One thing is for sure. Seems to be right here. Okay.
My turn!
Interesting.
That voice. Why does it sound so familiar?
It came from the main hall. We should take a look.
Are you getting like flashbacks to So we can't go to any of these sides.
So that's the purpose of this sculpture. Interesting.
Huh? Shifu, what are you doing here? Isn't there supposed to be a barrier around the hidden realm? Was your mission nearby and we somehow pulled you in too?
Hold on, Junior Wise. She might look like Shifu, but something's not right. The way she moves, the tone of her voice, something just feels off.
Shifu? Mission? I don't remember having any important matters to attend to, nor do I remember ever taking you as disciples. Who are you? Hold on. You there. Is that the Qingming sword in your hand? Ah, I see. I think I understand what's going on now. You came from outside the hidden realm, and you're the current keeper of the Qingming sword, aren't you?
That's right. My name's Yeshunguang, and you are...
It's a long story, so I'll make it simple. I'm afraid I'm not the Shifu you're talking about. Just think of me as a native of this hidden realm. This low-lying area acts like a furnace, the encircling mountains trapping the energy within. An ideal site for enhancing the Qingming sword's power. When that power is unleashed here, it can reshape the hollow itself, creating what's known as the Qingming realm. Everything and everyone in this place exists according to the Qingming sword's will, my own appearance included. So it's no surprise you mistook me for someone familiar. And this young one here, who are you? An outsider shouldn't be able to enter the Qingming realm at all, only the sword's master.
I'm Wise. Wait, you mean no one else should be able to get in or out of here?
Forget it. None of that really matters. Whoever you are, if you're capable of entering the hidden realm alongside the sword's master, you must have some remarkable ability. Let's leave it at that for now. In any case, welcome to the Qingming realm, or, as some might call it, the world of the sword. By the way, about those pork buns I mentioned earlier, did you bring them?
Yep. I grabbed some pork buns from the kitchen. Senior Yinhu steamed them this morning. Huh? Wait a second. You're the voice we heard inside the Qingming sword. So you're the one who brought us here?
These pork buns aren't bad. I've actually been trying to communicate with you for some time, Yeshunguang, but you never responded. The fact that that you're here now means your control over the Qingming sword has reached new levels. You must learn more about the weapon that's been fighting beside you. I'm sure you've been wanting to know more about the Qingming sword, whether it be for your own reasons or for your companions.
Exactly! If this hidden realm really hides the Qingming sword's origin, then please tell me, Shifu.
Yeah.
Tell me how to suppress the effects of the sword. Sorry, you just look exactly like my Shifu. I didn't mean to call you that.
No worries. I once had students of my own. It's been some time since I last heard someone call me Shifu. Hearing it again now makes me feel rather nostalgic. Well, since I plan to teach you the ways of the Qingming sword, you may as well call me Shifu. Back to the matter at hand. The means of suppressing the Qingming sword is hidden here, but it won't be easy to claim. Remember what I said earlier? This is the world of the sword. You'll understand what that truly means soon enough. Scattered throughout this hidden realm are countless nameless, masterless swords. Seek out the 3 most extraordinary among them, then return to me. Do that, and the Qingming sword's secret will reveal itself.
What exactly do you mean by extraordinary?
Rewards everywhere
How are we
too.
supposed to find them?
Words alone can't explain everything. Get moving, and you'll figure things out as you go. Come back once you've found the first sword. Now then, I'll be here, waiting for your good news. Who made these pork buns? They're much better than what I used to eat back when I trained at the mountain sect. Very impressive.
This Shifu isn't quite like the Yishuan Shifu we know. She's more impatient, but somehow she still has that same calm and comforting air about her.
Right? Could it be that she's like the previous Qingming sword holder? By the way, Shifu, what are you looking at earlier? Ah, nothing too serious. You see this statue in front of me? Yeah, it looks unfamiliar. Unfinished. The sculptures on the pedestals are just a rough outline. Can't tell what it's supposed to be. Feels oddly familiar. Same here. I'm certain I've seen these statues like this
The
somewhere.
previous
But
one is her sister Yaeg.
yeah. But right now, I can't remember a thing. Is there something wrong? Nothing. Judging by your reaction, it's not time yet. Forget what I said. If you explore this area before entering the main hall, you should have noticed that all of the other doors are sealed with barriers you can't break. Since I told you to retrieve the sword, I should at least open the path for you. Come with me, I'll break a seal on the first area.
Died because of the sword, that's why they're scared from the sword and its side effects.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking like, oh, maybe it's like the projection is like her is like her sister, and that's why it feels like the same, but like at the same time different. Because even if sometimes you look like exactly alike, like your siblings, specifically the same gendered siblings, you kind of get mistaken by like for twins and stuff. And like the older you grow, the more that you look like them, or sometimes the more you look like your parents. So that's why I feel like, oh yeah, same but different. But it might not be. It might be a totally different thing. And I know you're trying to like not spoil it for me, because you probably already went through this event, but that's what it feels like to me. My theories. In the seal and hold her breath as she focuses. A moment later, the seal begins to loosen. Is there a special technique for looking? The seal to the human fire
Already
more
finished
than
all this, but TBGI skipped most of the dialogue. TBH asterisk.
Yeah. So with the, anyways, let's get moving. Right. That's true. Oh, pardon me, who?
Help! Somebody! Please help me!
That voice and figure. Senior Inu?
Looks like it's really him, but why would he need help fighting ethereals?
Then again,
Also a refresher to me watching you play it thoroughly.
But let's help him. We can sort
yeah,
it out later.
that's true. Honestly, I think it's also
Spoiler!
I think it might be like separate entities in this realm that is taking the shape that is most familiar to us. Also, it could be that
Break!
separate entities, taking the familiarity of that is our memory. Brain, not brainy sometimes.
All the ethereals have been taken care of? Thank you. Thank you for saving my life, brave strangers.
That outfit, that voice, Senior, is that really you? What are you doing here?
Huh? I've never joined any sect, let alone had any disciples. Are you sure you've got the right person?
Junior Wise, there's something about him that's not quite the same as Senior Inu.
Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. You look just like a friend of ours. So, who are you?
I'm a mercenary. They call me Big Pan. I'm a part of the Melt Iron Mercenaries.
The Melt Iron Mercenaries? That sounds familiar. But mercenary groups nowadays generally have a pretty loose structure. There aren't many stable, organized groups.
What's that supposed to mean? It doesn't matter. I can see you two are really strong. Please, help save my comrades.
Your comrades? You mean there are others here?
Yes. Not long before, my mercenary friends and I came here with a mission from the Lords to help develop some new land, but we were ambushed by bandits. They came well prepared and hit us hard. We weren't ready, and we were defeated. We suffered heavy casualties, and the survivors are still trying their best to hold on. They sent me to find reinforcements, but soon after I set out, I got surrounded by those ethereals. Time's ticking. Please, help me save my friends.
Calm down, we'll help. But aren't you a mercenary? The ethereals that attacked you aren't that dangerous, so why didn't you fight them?
I lost my sword back where we were ambushed, so I can't fight.
Sword? Could it be connected to those extraordinary swords that Shifu mentioned? Either way, he's definitely not Senior Yinhu. If he was, he could take down ethereals with just his bare fists.
The stranger looks at Shagwan. She seems to be thinking the same as you. Though you're not sure what's up with this person and who looks so similar to your senior, your priority should be saving those people first.
We understand the situation. Please lead the way. We just happen to be looking for something around here, too.
Thank you so much, both of you. If you can save them, I will do whatever I can to help you too.
Alright. There should be a thing over here, but I don't know. I guess we'll just get this and see if we missed any in this realm when we come back.
My teammates are trapped somewhere around.
Alright, sir. How to get on top of that is the question as well.
Damn these ethereals! Am I really gonna die here today? Oh, John! Are you okay? I know that voice. Big Pun! Finally, come on! Give me a hand here! Ha! Ha ha! I'm finally saved! I thought I was dead for! Sorry for the delay. Are you all right? Wait, why are you the only one here? Where's everyone else? Delay? That's an understatement if I've ever heard one. We sent you to get reinforcements. Where did you go, Big Pun? We were at our wits' end here. I got separated from the main group. I don't know their status either. So, where are your reinforcements? Did the Lords not send anyone? Well, I got these two to help us. Well, what? Are you for real? You think 2 people are gonna help? Listen, Big Pun. This is life or death.
I don't like
Never
this
mind.
dude.
There's no time to get more support. Even if it is just us, we gotta go back and save them. There's no running from this fight, Big Pun. You gotta fight. Me? I really can't.
Actually, Big Pan lost his sword back where you were ambushed. Just leave the fighting to us.
Huh? Big Pun, you threw away the weapon that represents your dignity as a mercenary to get out of fighting? Whatever. You will have to fight, even if you don't have your sword. Just use your powerful hand-to-hand combat skills to handle those looters. I really can't.
Hold up. Powerful hand-to-hand combat skills? I thought he was terrible at fighting. Just a moment ago, we found him completely helpless and surrounded by ethereals.
You didn't know? He's not bad at fighting. He's just a coward. We would never recruit a weakling who can't even fight. He's way stronger than anyone in our group. We were hoping he'd become a powerful addition for fights. But after a few missions, he couldn't even hold his sword anymore. Hey, Big Pun, look, it's different this time. We need your power. Stop being a coward and come with me. Oh, do we really have to fight them to the death? You want to reason with some bandits? Are you crazy? This is a crucial moment of the city's founding. You think they'd sit down and talk with the higher-ups? This is our only choice. You don't want the entire group to get killed, do you, Big Pun? I don't want anyone to get hurt, but every time I hold my sword, I just feel...
Shudders over his words, unable to give a clear answer. Then suddenly he turns and flees with astonishing speed.
Oh, wow. He's really fast.
That's what I was saying. He's one of the best when it comes to both swordsmanship and physical ability. We'd better find him quick, otherwise we're all dead.
Let's chase him, Xiaoguang. Mercenary groups, looters, the city's founding. This all feels like ancient history. Though I'm not sure exactly what's going on. It looks like his sword might be one we're looking for.
I agree. Let's head in the direction he was running.
Yeah, I know about flying sword. Yeah.
Through the void. has to be Big Pan.
If that mercenary's information checks out, and he's as strong as they say, then his fear of combat doesn't make sense. This doesn't add up. I'll have to ask him directly.
Yeah. Got a trace.
Hold on. Okay, just making sure.
Got a trace. There's blood in the air. Signs of a fight.
What's this? A sword someone left here? Still, if that's the case, will one of these be big towns? I feel like it's being surpassed by something. Let me take a closer look. It might help me figure out what it really is. Sorry, I'm not planning on living here.
What's the light? Shit! Huh? Proceed! Don't push yourself, Mission One. Don't you underestimate me. Watch out! You'll have to dodge it. Don't push yourself, Mission. Xiaojiao's here. Winning pieces are in place. I see that.
That's how I found it in the leaf. But because of that, I don't think this is the special sword we're searching for. Just a hunch. When it was released, its power rushed into me, and I got a brief sense of its nature. It isn't unique. There seems to be many swords like this in this realm. If we run more swords like it ahead, let's try to release their power too, even if they're not the one we want. I feel like their power helps clear my mind. But something else around here is still bothering me. A lone path in the snow. Canine temple.
Xiaoguang, you okay?
Sorry, but I don't know why. But as I approach this area, my head is feeling unusual. Big Khan's footprints are on the ground. Looks like he's been through here before.
He was quick to escape the battlefield. He still stopped here? Can you see anything from this area?
Looks like we can't see much other than the clouds of ash. Though, it seems like there are quite a lot of crows gathering nearby.
They're probably drawn here by the smell of blood. Looks like the fighting between the looters and mercenaries is worse than we thought.
Does the stench of death and slaughter attract the crows? I think I'm starting to understand Big Pond a little better now.
Huh? Just from seeing all of this?
Yes. Since we both saw the same scenery, maybe it stirred up the same feelings in our hearts, too. Sometimes, I fear the power I wield. The power of the Qingming sword. It's so powerful. When I hold it, I can tell that a single swing might easily wipe out many people or things. I can also feel that these crows are drawn by bloodshed and might be gathering because of me. Maybe that's what Big Pond was afraid of too. In the aftermath of wielding his blade and facing the lifeless bodies of his foes, maybe he could feel himself gradually slipping away, becoming an unrecognizable monster. Sorry, I was getting carried away there. I just felt that he shouldn't be too hard to understand, since he's a fellow swordmaster.
Maybe you have a point. I can tell that he doesn't like fighting and deeply values his companions. Having to wield the very power he fears to protect people. It's no wonder he's so conflicted. Hearing you talk about the insecurities you faced on your path to becoming a swordmaster, I feel like I'm gradually starting to understand your world.
Thanks for listening to my random mumbling.
Honestly, it's not random at all, you so
Well,
much.
let's keep going. If we can find him, I want to tell him everything I've realized just now. I hope he can also find the courage to wield his sword.
That's not what I was trying to do. Okay. I'm gonna go this way.
Watch out. High-risk ethereals ahead. Stay focused, Xiaoguang. Hold on. Something's not right with these ethereals. What's happening here?
Okay, this is taken care of, I guess. Oh, did we? That one I can't get to yet. Okay, understood. Henry Fabris, the ethereal has devoured countless people, is right ahead. But strangely, there are mercenaries nearby, and Avarice isn't attacking. It's not even moving. What's going on? This Avarice looks like it's frozen in place. Please help us. We're fighting the looters, but their leader must have mishandled the anti-corruption measures. After he got injured, he suddenly turned into ethereal. The looters either died or ran, and now that ethereal is coming straight at us. We keep fighting. We don't know who you are, but please help us. Huh? What are you talking about? Isn't it actively searching the area right now? If we hadn't found this safe house in the ruins at the last second, we'd have end up dead, just like those looters. Is it only a matter of time before it finds us? Please, I'm begging you, help us. Sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about, and I'm judging from your mental state. I don't think you'd be much help anyways. You better leave before it finds this place. We of the Melt Iron Mercenaries aren't pathetic enough to beg citizens for help. We'll figure something out, or maybe figure out our last words. We sent Big Pan for help, but he's gone forever. Okay. Lawrence, let's leave for now. Looks like Big Pan isn't here. Let's look for somewhere else. No, I just had a thought. If I'm right, they'll be fine even if we don't step in for now. Finding the escaped Big Pan is our top priority. Once we find him, I'll explain everything.
Try breaking through using a technique. Now we can move forward.
Yep. Oh, I guess we unlocked something there. Okay. Hmm. Ah, I see what we unlocked. Okay. I guess.
Another obstacle? Stand down! What the light? One foot, two foot, three foot. Final hit. Cut through darkness. Found you. A measure of steel slices the world through. All right, let's keep going. Big Pan should be close by.
Yeah, give me a second though. And now mission accomplished. Now let's finish this off, shall we? But first, fire opened up quite really neatly. Interesting.
I finally found you! Big Pun, your companions need you right now. We'll help you in battle. Let's go and support them.
No, I can't help you. When the looters came, I tried to wield my sword, but I immediately realized I was so scared that I couldn't even swing it. I'll only end up being more trouble for everyone. What use is someone with trembling hands on the battlefield?
So you don't want to save your friends? You just want to hide here forever and let them die alone?
Well,
Big Pun, I understand what you're going through. You're afraid of getting hurt, afraid of the enemy's attacks. But what you're actually most afraid of is your own strength. You haven't learned how to properly control your strength yet. Every time you do something, you deal devastating damage to others. That's why you're afraid that you'll eventually turn into a thrall or a monster if you keep using this power. That is what's bothering you deep down inside, right?
yes, that's right. When I first trained my swordsmanship, I never imagined that my sword could cut down an enemy so easily, taking a life. Every time I fight, I'd always end up leaving a trail of bloodshed in my wake. I began to fear the sword in my hands, and I was also scared of the exhilaration I began to feel when fighting. I had a feeling that the sword would eventually turn me into a monster that only knows fighting. You two are right. I can't just leave my friends. But please, tell me, how can I get rid of this fear? I want the courage to keep fighting.
There's no need to get rid of this fear. You only need to keep this feeling in your heart and continue fighting.
Huh? But doesn't that...
Even though you're afraid of your own strength, you still want to use it to protect your friends. The fact that you're thinking that way proves that you already have courage. Even if your fear persists after you draw your sword, it's a reminder of how you must coexist with your own strength. You cannot let a desire for destruction take over. And I think that's something that many a swordmaster fail to do. There's nothing shameful about fearing battle. Rather, it's the proof that you've become a powerful swordmaster. Let your fear guide you to your future. I've experienced the same worries. Trust me.
So you mean fear is part of being a swordmaster?
Sure, mine. Big Pen falls into a long silence, as if trying to muster up the courage to make a decision. You quietly wait for his response, but he seems unable to convince himself. After a while, he remains silent.
By the way, those looters you were fighting didn't take proper anti-corruption measures, and have already been corrupted into ethereals. Would you feel better fighting ethereals rather than people?
Huh? Why didn't you say so? Then let's go help my friends.
The last hint of news on Big Fat's face finally dissipates, saying without a word, starts running towards where his teammates are trapped.
Finally got him to move. It's not easy to convince someone with nothing but words. Luckily, we're dealing with ethereals instead of humans this time.
Xiaoguang, I have a question. Why did you insist on dragging him to the battlefield? What does he have to do with that ethereal that doesn't move?
When I saw Avara standing there, I suddenly remembered what Dad told my brother and me when we were little. A story of ancient swordmasters who were heroes. In the early days of Eridu, many mercenary brigades were deployed to explore new territory and eliminate roaming looters. Their work contributed greatly to the city's establishment. Once, a mercenary brigade clashed with a band of looters, and one of the looters unexpectedly turned into a large ethereal, putting the mercenaries in a tough situation. At this critical moment, a new mercenary recruit stood up and drew his sword to fight. He defeated the ethereal on his own, and captured the remaining looters, achieving a great victory. After that, the sword-wielding mercenary grew braver and braver, and went on to become a renowned swordmaster in Eridu. And that's the story of none other than Big Pun of the Melt Iron Mercenaries, the one who beheaded Avaris and instantly became famous.
early days of Eridu. That's a long time ago. You mean Big Pan is someone from ancient history? How could that be? And what's happening now is just like in the story.
We might have to wait until we return to the temple and ask Shifu to fully understand the truth. After thinking back on that story, I've realized that we have to guide the situation now to the same outcome as in the story. Anyway, let's help him defeat that Avaris now. If I'm not mistaken, that should be our next target. Come on, let's face that big baddie.
Honestly, I'm shaking like a leaf. But this time, I'm not backing down. My fear points where my blade should strike. The sword follows where my heart leads. I, Big Pan, the Melt Iron Merc, am a swordsman who's sworn to protect my comrades. Poor souls twisted into ethereals. Forgive me for what I have to do.
My turn now? I'm gonna do my best! I'll be fine! The sword follows my well and winds howl in the heavens! The Qingming's might rends the heavens!
Probably one day become strong enough to successfully. You are obvious and more strength better than anyone. He tried for my companion. And then from the city, and then he and the other city vanished and burst into light, blinding light. The world that has been so noisy just moments ago is now empty. There's a memory over here as well. And like, I went through there, so how is it that I don't have that memory yet?
A measure of steel, slices the world through. Let this sword array send you away. The time for my favor. Icy edge. Light brings the dawn. Rapid flashes!
Okay, so that's all. Now, next is the next section of this, I'm guessing. Okay, that's wrong. You're back. You should go on the sword you're giving off. Seems like you found the first sword. Nicely done. You should have gone come closer after absorbing that sword. You felt something strange in your body, didn't you? How did you know? You only received the sword. It hasn't fully merged with you yet, or formed a sword will you can command. Simply put, you still don't know how to refine it. I'll teach you how to use it now, so you can grow stronger. Hold out your hand.
Well, does your body feel lighter now?
How do I describe it? It's like there's an energy surging inside.
Very good. With this, the sword you have retrieved has become sword will for you to use. Continue the trial until the Qingming sword opens the next gate for you.
Shifu.
I know what you wish to ask. After this experience, you have a better understanding of the essence of this realm now, yes?
Shifu, you mentioned before that no one could enter or leave this realm besides us. So those who appear here aren't real people, but rather echoes of those who once existed, right? I once encountered beings born from miasma called drowned ideals that are somewhat similar to the people here, yet different. They don't have what you'd call a true form.
And the owner of the sword we retrieved, Big Pon of the Melt Iron Mercenaries? I've read about him in a Swordmaster novel. He's a famed swordmaster of the city founding era. So in other words, there's no way he could still be alive, but why would he appear here in the form of our senior from real life? And both he and the others, it's like they're reenacting the entirety of that famous battle.
It's simple. He and I are simply vessels. Puppets created by the sword with miasma and hollow matter after accessing the owner's memories. Naturally, it would choose forms that the owner is familiar with. In essence, we are each just a sliver of a swordmaster's consciousness, recorded by the Qingming sword throughout its long history. This might be weird to say, but you're merely talking to slivers of personified memory. The Qingming sword has responded to your wishes, choosing the memories of a few famed swordmasters to shape into human form. Your task is to participate in and witness the moments where they overcame their limits. When they show you how their swords shine, their sword will fortify your power, pulling you closer to the Qingming sword. That is the trial, and the opportunity that the realm of swords has given you.
I see. Well, that makes our plan of action clear.
Yep, get all the swords.
So, Does that mean you're also a piece of a swordmaster's memory, Shifu?
It's a bit difficult to explain. You may simply think of me as your guide. Now, more importantly, a visitor arrived while you were away.
Familiar?
Might you also be lost travelers?
Oh, I have to be her brother, though.
Huh? Your senior, yeah?
Shiyuan? Brother, what are you doing here?
Senior? Brother? I'm sorry, but I think you must have mistaken me for someone else.
Xiaoguang, I think he must be just like Shifu and Big Pan, a famous swordmaster wearing Senior Ye's appearance.
Yeah, I think so too. I was just so surprised to see him just now that my mind blanked. Maybe he corresponds to one of the 2 remaining swords we need to find. Either way, let's ask him what's going on first. Sorry, we mistook you for someone we knew. Have you been traveling alone? Oh, and how should we refer to you?
It's a bit embarrassing, but I've forgotten my real name and identity. By the time I came to, I was already lost amidst the mountains in this realm. Thankfully, I ran into this Shifu and you two. Please, just call me Peregrine. If possible, would you allow me to lodge here for a while? Though my memories are hazy, I remember that I came here in search of something.
Peregrine. I've heard that name before in the stories Mom used to tell me and Shiyuan. We were right!
What are you two mumbling about? In any case, this place has not been maintained for a long time and isn't the most comfortable place to rest. So long as you don't mind, you may stay.
You have my gratitude. I can tell you three have more to discuss, so I won't disturb you any further. I shall take my leave and look around a bit.
Well then, since you found the first sword, it's time I tell you about the remaining 2. However, I imagine you've already guessed. The remaining 2 areas each hide an extraordinary sword.
The remaining 2 areas? But apart from the one we just went to, isn't there only one other area?
Do you recall the incomplete statue I pointed out to you in the main hall?
Yep. I kept having this sense of deja vu. Like I had seen that statue somewhere before.
Is that so? That's not surprising. In any case, both the final area and the monster that gave you trouble before are hidden behind that statue.
Behind the statue. So you mean, if we can break it, we can get to the 3rd area?
It is not something that can be broken with brute force. Ye Shunguang, an ethereal that can temporarily steal your senses, will certainly continue to cause you trouble. While exploring, you should contemplate how to gain passage from the statue. As someone who was recognized by the Qingming sword, I'm sure you will succeed. Moving on, the Qingming sword has sensed your growth. The seal for the 2nd area is likely to lift soon. It's getting late. Let's rest up and reconvene tomorrow.
Sword wills!
Back to business. The information stuff is an additional tool set up for you for all the features information. But every powerful program tournament by community soldiers throughout the history have been sealed. So I need to resonate with the sculpture, face them head on and defeat them. If you want to become stronger, this is what you have to experience. I was planning on telling you about this after you'd rested, but since you lagged, there's no need to keep it from you. However, it's still your choice. If you lag for the further battle, neither I nor the Truman Sword will force you into it. Right. I guess. Okay. Okay. I guess.
I'll give you a hand. The fight's over for now. Since we've got some time, let's go ask Shifu about that sword array. Definite time! Leave it to me! Light brings the dawn. Swirling clouds! Now! What's this? A measure of steel slices the world through! Found you! You're not... Are you okay? Dive you for a tap. If you spot an Imperial, shout for help. First the ice. It's getting stronger. Are you satisfied with the service? Watch closely. This is the real deal. Done. Leave it to me. Light brings the dawn. A measure of steel slices the world through.
I hate how you can't go through these things, like, at all. Like, you can't see how many you need to do.
Forward! Turn around! Smash them! Break! Hey, hi there! Watch closely, this is the real deal! A measure of steel slices the world through! Yeshunguang Yunquai Summit, breaking all illusions!
Cool, I guess. Ah, there's 12. Okay. And then there's another thing too, but we'll focus on that. You can look into the cells left behind by the tremendous sword of wish for the home of swordmanship. Use several graduates and change something that unlock more styles for you. The charm.
We meet again. Did you rest well?
Yeah, it's much more quiet here compared to New Eridu. It's really nice to relax. Say, Mr. Peregrine, are you looking through the books here?
That's right. Though the study is covered in dust, there's a couple of ancient texts about swords. As I have nothing to do at the moment, I thought I might as well look through them. Perhaps they'll help jog my memory. So, are you two heading out today?
There's an area here that was just unsealed, so we're heading over to explore it.
I see. Truth be told, today I also plan to head to the area you previously explored. Earlier, I recalled what I was looking for. It was my sword that I've lost, though I know not where. If my lost sword is not there, I'll head to the area you're planning to explore today. If you require my help, please, just say the word.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Peregrine.
I hope you remember who I am next time. Well then, good luck to all of us today.
It feels so weird to have him appear like that, you know? After everything, you know? Like, in our head, we know. We know. There's 4 fragments we have to pick up this time. Usually, probably in this whole thing, we would go like section by section each day or so while in this event. But because I didn't do this event until the very end, it's not opening up section by section, it's just all open. Interesting. Ah, it's raining. I'm guessing that's Jufufu. Okay. The observatory thing is over here. And there's a memory over here. Let's get it.
Not good enough. You should have trained harder. Again!
That voice, and that small frame. That's Senior Fufu, isn't it? But she seems unusually intense today.
Let's hurry and see what's going on.
You go through the archway and attempt to find the girl who looks like Jufufu. As you're looking around, Sharp Claw suddenly come pouncing towards you.
Watch out, Wise!
No one quickly activates the sword case, blocking the ambush.
Who are you people? And why are you following me?
She looks exactly like Senior Fufu, but way more fierce. definitely not someone you'd want to mess with.
Staying silent? You're looking down on me. Enough talk then! That you trespassed here shows your ill intent. Draw your sword! Wait! We're sorry. We didn't come here with ill intentions, and we swear we're not bad people. We just saw you fighting here and wanted to talk. Very well. I feel no malice from you. This is a secret Tiger Thyran training area. How did you two get in?
Isn't this the Qingming realm? What's with this Tiger Thyran training area? Looks like we've been pulled into her story. Guess we'll just have to play along for now. We meant no offense. We're an investigator and a proxy who stumbled upon this place by accident. And we're currently trying to find a way out. There's a lot of ethereals around, so... mind if we tag along? Safety in numbers, right?
You're lost? Simply turn back the way you came and keep walking along the path. Even if you can't get out, you will likely run into my kin. They can guide you. I still have important matters to attend to. I've no time to play tour guide and bodyguard for you. If you run into other Tiger Thyrans, tell them that Grim Tiger has given the order to escort you out. Well then, farewell. Grim Tiger? What? You've heard that name before. It isn't my real name, simply a title I use to keep evildoers in check. You are no evildoer, so there's no need to fear me. I must be going. Don't delay me any further. Junior, I've heard the name Grim Tiger from Senior Fufu when we sparred before. According to her, Grim Tiger was a famous, powerful Tiger Thyran who was active decades ago. Senior Fufu's own Tiger 7 forms comes from Grim Tiger's martial arts techniques, combined with Yunquei Summit's techniques.
So this person's from over a decade ago. The timeline's jumped way back. From the sound of it, she must be the wielder of the second blade.
I should have paid attention to Senior Fufu when she told me about her legendary stories. Why was I zoning out at Senior Fufu's soft, fluffy tail? I have no idea how the story will unfold now. Anyway, let's catch up to her and see what happens next.
Master Grim Tiger.
That look on your face. You're totally thinking what I'm thinking, right? With a name like that, that master's gotta be pretty fierce and intimidating. But with Senior Fufu's adorable face, it's impossible to take her seriously. Take down something this weak with all your fancy kung fu? Now move! I'll show you how it's done!
I'm spent. I can't keep fighting. Even if we make it past this thing, we'll never clear the deeper trials.
Enough talking! Focus on the fight! What the heavens? Light brings the dawn. Where's the ice?
Make that one.
Mind and body as one.
There's no way we can defeat it. Let's just give up.
If you came all the way here just to whine, you might as well crawl back home and hide under your blanket. Get up. We're not done yet.
No! That ethereal from earlier already broke one of my arms. I really can't keep fighting anymore. Look, the others are in bad shape too. It's not just me.
That's what happens when you skip your training. Right now is when we decide the fate of our clan. Or do you plan to let those short-sighted fools run everything?
But maybe they're right. If this is all the strength we'll ever get as Tiger Thyrans, maybe taking that power isn't so bad after all. Unless we can stay away from the Hollows.
Coward. Backing down at a time like this? Look me in the eye and say that again!
Stop fighting. I don't know what's going on, but please calm down first.
You're the ones who were wandering around here earlier. Didn't I tell you not to get in my way? I already showed you the path out. Why are you still tailing me?
We're just a little worried about you. Would you mind telling us about what happened? Maybe we can help.
This is an internal matter among our clan. It has nothing to do with you. Stop asking.
The Tigerbane Bell. It's all because of the Tigerbane Bell.
Hey! Keep your mouth shut!
The Tigerbane Bell. I've heard of that name from a Tiger Thyran I know well. It's a forbidden artifact. One that gains power by devouring its own kin. Is that right?
So some big mouth just couldn't keep a secret? Even that information got out?
The bell was made long ago by one of our ancestors. They were inspired by the Void Hunter's weapons and wanted to create something that could give our clan a power that could rival theirs. But for some reason, the finished bell carried a flaw none of the Void Hunter's weapons had. It could only be activated if we sacrificed one of our own. From the moment it was created, it's been sealed away. But hollow disasters in Eridu have been getting worse lately. For us Tiger Thyrans who go in and out of the hollows all the time, it's a terrible sign. Some elders say the next calamity is near. Although our numbers are growing, we still don't have enough power to fight against what's to come. So they are considering reactivating the Tigerbane Bell.
They shouldn't.
That's so unreasonable. No one should have to die just so that someone else could get stronger. No one should ever be the price for power.
Seems you've got more conscience than most of my short-sighted kin. The ones who oppose the reactivation of the bell made a deal with the ones who want to use it. If we can prove the Tiger Thyrans can get stronger without the bell, they'll drop the whole idea. That's why we're taking on these trials.
But you keep fighting alone. You even threw your best sword into the deepest part of the training grounds. How are we supposed to beat that final ethereal without it?
We have to shut those supporters up for good. If I used my sword or relied on anyone else, they'd find excuses to drag this out even longer.
But think about it. You're the strongest of us all. And even you failed 6 times. This is your 7th try. Just look at all of your injuries. Is it possible that we just don't have what it takes to protect ourselves without the help of something powerful like the bell?
If you've come to think that as well, just take the intruders and leave. I can handle the fight on my own.
And Solo turns around and runs into the distance, disappearing into the rain. Fellow Tiger Tyrants stand in their intersection unsure what to do.
Junior, did you hear Grim Tiger left her best sword in the deepest parts of this place? Maybe that's the sword we're looking for. Let's try to catch up to her.
I must become stronger.
Wait, I get that you're desperate. But pushing yourself like this? It's too much. could you just stop and talk to us for a minute? Maybe we can help you.
That's a big ethereal. Not ethereal.
My blade cuts down evil. My spirit soars in the sky. Let this sword array send you away.
A corrective security guard, I think is this.
Let's keep this advantage. I see edge. Light brings the dawn. Found you. A measure of steel slices the world through.
And just like that, she's gone. Let's follow her.
Wait, can we stop here for a moment? When Grim Tiger was fighting just now, I noticed her looking into the distance from time to time. It seems like she was keeping an eye on the weather and landscape. If what Shifu said is true, the weather here is a direct reflection of the Swordmaster's mood. Could there also be a storm in the heart of Grim Tiger?
She said if she couldn't gain her kin's recognition, then the Tiger Beam ability might be used again. That's enough to make anyone's mood as grim as this storm.
No. What I'm sensing isn't just a grim mood. It's more of a darkness that is about to blur everyone's vision, causing her not to be able to see the goal ahead, where her companions are, and what's at the end of that road. I think she may have created this rain for herself, through her desire for power. And in this rain, she no longer needs to think about these things. It doesn't matter if she gets lost, as long as she keeps fighting.
But that would never be the right choice. Countless people have lost their minds, consumed by the thirst for power.
If the body wielding the sword isn't strong enough, protecting companions and eradicating evil is only a pipe dream. I feel the same way when facing overwhelming enemies. I must do everything I can to become stronger. Otherwise, I won't be able to protect you, or everyone else.
Shogun, you don't have to carry these burdens all by yourself.
I understand. Junior, thanks to you, I don't have such self-righteous thoughts anymore. If the reason you wield your blade is to protect others, then the moment you turn your back on your companions is when you lose the right to be a swordmaster. I hope that, as a fellow swordmaster, Grim Tiger can also realize this. There are always companions watching and waiting for her in the direction of her blade. We can't let her stray further and lose sight of what really matters. Her heart. That's why we have to catch up with her as soon as possible. So many ethereals here. Are they all from Grim Tiger?
can use a chance to move around. Thank you, Mr. Peregrine, but you still haven't recovered your memories. And you don't even have your sword. Fighting like this is risky. Leave the combat to me. Things saying, but I'm about to still remember his emotions of fighting countless heroes. When it comes to protecting you, I should be able to help. That's all. This place might be more dangerous than you imagine. Can't help but worry. You might not be too familiar with combat yet. I've studied magic techniques for years, and while I may not be an expert, I definitely hold my own in a fight. There's no need to worry about us. Since you both insist, I guess you don't need me hovering all the time. I'll scout ahead. If there's any trouble up ahead, I'll take care of it for you.
Finish this quickly. Found you. Boomer! The sword follows my will and wins power in the heavens. Frost glistens. Through the void.
Looks like the path ahead is blocked. Guess we'll have to find a way.
Yep, I missed one. I knew I missed one.
Through the void!
Ah, 3 subordinates.
Mind and body as one.
Oh, and then where's the 3rd support? Ah.
Mind and body as one. Without a trace.
No dress up to retreat.
So you followed me all the way here. I have to admit, you're persistent.
Grim Tiger, you won't be able to pass this trial if you fight alone. Let us help you face this final test.
I appreciate you wanting to help after hearing about the Tiger Bane Bell. But what I need is strength, not help from others. Only when I have the strength to silence everyone myself will my views be accepted.
Have you forgotten why you chose to fight? Do you really want to abandon your companions for the sake of becoming stronger?
Fancy words mean nothing. Only results will convince the elders of our Tiger Clan. I don't expect outsiders like you to understand my feelings. But don't try to
Foothold for them, including your Tiger Thyronkin. In your heart, you've resented them many times for holding you back, haven't you?
I can see it in your eyes. You crave strength just as much as I do. Since we're after the same thing, what's the point of all this talk?
Yes, we are just like you. We all want to be stronger. Otherwise, you won't be able to protect the things you cherish, or your companions.
It would be good for him.
But I know this for sure. I can become stronger with him by my side. If you still remember how you felt when you fought alongside your companions, then you should understand what I mean. The path that lets you overcome everything won't be as blurred as this rain. At the very least, you'll be able to see your true feelings right beside you.
Maybe you're right. All I wanted was to crush everything in my way with overwhelming strength. But that doesn't seem to be my style at all.
Hey, you two! I've brought you that tiger thyron you mentioned.
Grim Tiger, are you okay? I'm sorry. I wanted to catch up with you, but I couldn't handle those ethereals. Luckily, this kind-hearted gentleman escorted me here.
What are you doing?
Sorry. I must have disappointed you. We were on the same side, but I gave up hope. We practiced martial arts together and swore to protect our people. I never forgot that promise. If possible, please let me fight by your side again, Grim Tiger.
There's no way you can keep fighting with your injuries. Let's forget about taking on the trial together for now. Next time... No, from today on, I'll be trusting you with my life in every battle.
All right. You have a deep...
Thank you for your help, strangers. As you can see, I've abandoned my sword. And at this stage, I won't be able to pass the trial alone. Could you lend me a hand?
Of course. Looks like you've figured out where you should go now.
I'll stay here and protect the wounded tiger thyron. Please, don't worry. Just focus on the battle.
To be honest, I'm not sure if this is the best for the future of our kin. But the moment I decided to fight alongside these companions of mine, I felt a lot better. Now, let's use this positive energy to teach that ethereal a lesson! Teaming up with others may not prove that I can handle these monsters alone. But at least it shows that I never forgot what my sword is meant to protect. Follows my motto, always fight side by side with my kin and my friends, whether it's battling ethereals or the ominous tiger being held. Don't you dare underestimate our strength. These lives are not yours to take.
A measure of steel slices the world through. Let this sword array send you away.
They won't protect their people being anything. Try to go there, or didn't go. You watched the whole thing, but that's what I thought. He asked me to tell you he's with him, but I didn't know it. He's prepared and for something urgent to me. Things that were urgent to be with some origination and benefit. Special. The question of like how do we get up there is the question that I have. I guess it'll remain. Ooh, there it is. There it is.
Through the void!
There might be a way to get in here. But I'll figure that out later. Gotta break the seal.
The sword follows my will and wins power in the heavens.
They have Veronica as a slimy.
I call this move Funny Slash Combo! Spicy edge. Found you! A measure of steel slices the world through! Yeshungwan Yunquay Summit, breaking all illusions!
Okay, that's fully absorbed now. Interesting. Guess I gotta do half of the other sword trials too.
Monkey statue holding binoculars. I know where I've seen it before.
I remember now. At Suibian Temple's outer courtyard, on the left side facing the main gate, there's a statue with 3 monkeys. Both the structure and the look of the monkeys are identical to this one.
Suibian Temple?
That's where our sect is based in the Throne Quarter. Or, well, in the whole Wi-Fi. I never understood what that statue meant. Could it really be connected to some secret of the Qingming sword?
So there's one like this at the temple too. Not surprising. Every Yunquei Summit base has one. It's a tradition set by the first High Preceptor. Anyway, looks like you've already solved one of the statue's puzzles without even realizing it. Congrats.
I wonder what we did to make this monkey show its true form. Is it because we've now fought enough battles?
Not everything's about fighting. Keep thinking that way and you'll become too obsessed. And a puzzle stops being a puzzle once you over-explain it. As for what the monkeys or the Qingming sword want to test you on, that's something you'll have to figure out yourself.
Junior, do you remember what the other 2 monkeys in the temple courtyard looked like?
Let me think. I remember one wearing headphones, and the other one holding a megaphone.
I see. I hear some sects follow the rule of see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, to stay focused in training. Looks like we flipped that around at Yunquei Summit. The seeing monkey went back in place without us even noticing. What about hearing and speaking? This is tricky. Please excuse me, everyone. I think we might be able to find some useful information in the study here. I'll have a quick look and let you know if I find anything.
Why are they even more into this than we are? He's kind of like my brother. Once he decides on something, he dives right in.
So the second sword has also turned into Swordwill and has been retrieved. Only one sword remains now, and it's hidden behind the statue.
Yeah, we'll be able to know how to suppress the Qingming sword's corruption.
Don't worry, Xiaoguang. We've made it this far together. No matter what lies ahead, I'll face it with you. We're now living through the stories of other swordmasters, witnessing the choices they made. I'm sure their courage will inspire us, strengthening us while we walk our own path.
Thank you, Junior. No matter what answer the Qingming sword will give me in the end, I'm ready to face it. For now, let's rest. We'll need our strength for what comes next.
So, you wanted to see me. What for?
Shifu, you're still hiding something, aren't you? From me and from them? Secrets about this place? And who you really are?
You're sharp, young one. Looks like I made a mistake letting you poke around this study.
So I was right about it. In that case, I have a favor to ask.
Interesting. I have to finish the storyline to be able to do anything, which is weird, but okay. If it's like one last thing, doesn't that mean I can't do 4? It's only 3. So would this next one be 5? And the other 4?
slices the world through! The Qingming's might rends the heavens! The sword follows my will, and winds howl in the heavens! Let this sword array send you away! All done! Technicality, Ash. What exactly do the other two monkeys mean?
There's no rush if you don't know where to start. The weather's nice today. Why not take a short break and play a few rounds of chess with me?
Xiaoguang, what are you up to? Still trying to crack the puzzle of this statue?
You're here, Wise. To move forward, we have to get past the statue first. So I've just begun trying to figure out what it might mean.
Just begun, huh? Does just mean 6 hours ago?
Shifu, I thought you agreed not to tell.
Let me help. If the puzzle was really that easy to crack, you folks at Rinkwei Summit would have figured out its purpose long ago.
I know what's going on. Everyone, I know how to solve this statue's puzzle now.
Mr. Peregrine, judging from the dark circles under your eyes, did you spend the whole night studying the puzzle?
I just got caught up in the old texts and lost track of time until morning. Anyway, back to the point. I found this passage in the records of Yunkwei Summit. Those who wield the Qingming sword see the cause, hear the effect, and gather the heart that binds them. In a different book, I found text that says, "The heavens shift in pursuit of cause. The earth rumbles in response to effect. All causes and effects align before the sword and are drawn into one's heart." Shifu once mentioned that you saw changes in the weather before. Is that true?
Yeah, Sometimes I just can't help stopping to watch when the weather changes. For some reason, it feels like I can sense the resolve of those who fought before us.
I believe that's what it means by the heavens shift in pursuit of cause. In the same vein, the earth rumbles in response to effect must be the next clue.
That makes sense. But is there any object that can make the ground rumble?
A bell. Come to think of it, there were bells in the previous two areas as well. They're probably the loudest things around here.
Exactly. I searched every corner of this place. Those two bells fit the description perfectly. If I'm not mistaken, the next step of the puzzle will only be revealed after we ring the bells.
You managed to figure all that out on your own. Interesting. Whether your theories are correct or not, I'll leave it to you to find out.
Huh? But I was just starting to get somewhere. We've already made so much progress. Forget it. This isn't the time to complain. Let's go check those bells right away! There's still quite a distance to the bell. Let's be extra careful. There could be ethereals along the way. What's happening?
The space around us is changing. I've never seen distortions like this before.
Commander, are we really doing this? After all these years, Big Pond has saved us so many times.
I know that, but think carefully. This peaceful era has no place for someone like him. His swordsmanship is on a completely different level. The higher-ups don't want him to become a problem later on. You feel it too, right?
So, just leaving him in the hollow like that feels so...
You really think someone as strong as him would die so easily? I thought this through.
What a ray.
I feel bad too, of course. If we want to keep our place on the newly built Eridu, we have to follow order.
There's still quite a distance to the bell. Let's be extra careful. There's still quite a distance to the bell. Let's be extra careful. There could be ethereals along the way. The sword follows my will, and winds howl in the heavens! Frost glistens! What's happening?
The space around us is changing. I've never seen distortions like this before.
All is expanding faster than ever. Eridu's really gonna be destroyed.
Disaster. The disaster's finally here. I told you. There's no chance of survival without using the Tiger Bane bells!
Shut your mouth! It's because we refuse to use that thing that we've kept our pride and lived as a people till now.
So of course, we're going to die here anyway. But you're not wrong. All those years without using that cursed thing weren't so bad in the end. What about Grim Tiger? Is she still alive?
She went running off.
Not bad. Congratulations. You've taken another step forward. This monkey...
Look! The monkey with the headphones just appeared! To see the growth of other swordmasters with my own eyes. To hear their final cries with my own ears. Is that the purpose of these puzzles? This is the fate of those who wield this sword. Qingming's sword. Is that what you've been trying to tell me?
It's so sad. I never could have thought their stories would end up like that. Even after overcoming their inner demons, they still lost everything. One, their companions. The other, their kin.
Yes, fate was cruel to them. But I think, even if they could choose again, they'd still take the same path.
What makes you think that, Xiaoguang?
I'm just guessing. But to me, a sword wielder's resolve doesn't come from how their story ends. I saw their fear and confusion, and the strength that let them fight through their uncertainties. That was the cause of their resolve. I also heard the echoes from their journey's end. Although their fate strayed far from what they once hoped for, their choices still changed the world in small ways. Cause and effect are never truly equal. If I drew my sword only to chase an outcome, then the sword will burning inside me right now would never be this alive. Their sword will existed only to carry out their convictions and the will of humankind itself. Even if the ending is bitter, a sword swung for one's heart will never be meaningless. And the Qingming sword, it holds the stories of countless swords, the memories of numerous swordmasters. Maybe it isn't as cruel or heartless as we thought. The birth and fall of each swordmaster in Eridu's lengthy history are all merely fleeting moments. It alone bears witness to every shattered fragment, and it alone has the power to forge a world that belongs to the sword itself.
An interesting perspective. Then tell me, Ye Shunguang, after witnessing the causes and effects of other swordmasters, have you found the resolve in your heart to wield the sword?
Yes, at first. I came here only to find a way to resist the Qingming sword's corruption. But inheriting it, that it all ends with nothing. That's fine. I want to wield this sword for the people of New Eridu, for the countless swordmasters before me who once shone brightly, and for everyone who walks this world without a blade in hand. I'll wield the collective will of those before me to carry out my own justice and duty. The Qingming sword's wielder was never meant to stand alone. These blazing sword wills stand with me. That is my sword will. The proof of the heart that guides my blade.
Keeps her heart with only exhaustion, her words when blinding light suddenly flashes from the statue. When she opens her eyes again, the last Matthew statue holding a megaphone appears.
This is the last monkey. Could it be that what you just said was accepted as the answer to the final puzzle?
No, I don't think there ever was a real puzzle or answer. The Qingming sword simply reflected everything it had seen and heard. It was its way of speaking to me. Maybe all it wanted was a wielder who wouldn't let down all the sword wills from the past.
Okay, I got most of them. I'm guessing the next one is gonna be from this. I'm not opening this monkey section yet. The rear. What do you call that? The rear yard? The yard rear? Out
Since
back,
you've
I guess.
already come this far, allow me to lend a little help. And let me see how much you've grown since last time, Xiaoguang.
The Qing. Okay, Shifu.
This is the last section, so of course, the very last thing. And of course, there's not a lot in this last section. Not surprised.
Yes, ethereal. It's the one that gave you such a hard time before. So, do you think you can take it down now?
The sword is no longer lost in doubt. I'll use my sword will to cleanse this place of evil. Disciple of Yankuei Summit, keeper of the Qingming sword, Yashunguang, ready for combat! Right now. A measure of steel slices the world through. The Qingming front rends the heavens.
Despite not being able to see here the actual endings of each one is crazy. My senses are intact, and I successfully defeated it. But I thought defeating it would make the final sword appear. Why isn't anything happening? Yishagwan, do you sense anything unusual in this area? I sense an unliving force lurking in the area ahead. Mr. Perry, did you find any records of this in those texts you read? Hey, Mr. Perry? That young man didn't join us in combat, nor did he travel with us. If you're curious what's up ahead, witness it with your own eyes. Oh, really? I always thought he was nearby. Let's move forward then.
Why wasn't the last sword on that ethereal? Does that mean the trial's not over yet?
That's something you'll have to figure out yourself. For now, let's see what lies ahead for you.
That one, thanks. No, 12 sword memories. So I'm missing 3. I'm guessing this one. Okay. More plot. Okay, we're in Mist. Oh, cutscene. Okay, other form.
The three of you arrived just in time. You didn't interfere with my absorption of the Sword Will's power, and you got to witness the moment I gained my new power.
Mr. Peregrine, why would you do something like this? No. Who exactly are you?
Junior, we thought the sword in the third area was tied to a swordmaster called the Peregrine, but it seems we were seriously wrong. Senior Inhu, Senior Fufu, every famed swordmaster we've encountered so far has taken on the face of someone we know. That made us fall into a pattern of assumption. But we've overlooked someone else who also has a familiar face and knows everything about mastering the sword arts, only because she claimed to be a guide of the Qingming sword. Shifu, you're the one we've been searching for in the third area, aren't you? You were also once a wielder of the Qingming sword.
That's right.
What'd I tell you?
You don't seem very surprised. Looks like you have already considered this possibility.
The extra fourth person. The one who intentionally borrowed the name Peregrine. Brother, no. Yashuren. Is it really you? I had a feeling it was you. Every time we had a real fight and I called you by your full name, you'd cover up your nerves with a cough like that.
Do you really have to call me out at a time like this, Xiaoguang?
You've always been a powerful swordmaster. Your body and soul have been the same from the start. But if it's true that no outsiders can enter this realm, then you're not the real Ye Shuyuan.
Correct. The real Ye Shuyan is probably wandering somewhere in New Eridu as we speak. I was born from the Qingming sword's power, a being that inherited his memories and personality.
So you've been pretending to have lost your memory this whole time? Since you've taken the sword we were searching for, what are you planning to do now?
No. At first, I couldn't remember anything. I only had a vague feeling that you all looked familiar. But as I read through the ancient tomes here and listened to your conversations, everything slowly started coming back to me. Yunque's summit, the Qingming sword, Shifu, Junior Wise, my only sister, and the curse that binds her. And then there's the truth. That I'm not the real Ye Shuyan, but merely the embodiment of his memories. I was disheartened for a while. But soon I realized that the real Ye Shuyan would never have been allowed to enter this realm. There are some things here that only an echo of memories like me can do.
Things like taking the 3 swords from us?
If gathering the 3 swords is your trial set by the Qingming sword, then if someone other than you, say me, were to gather them instead, what do you think would happen? I'll get straight to the point. Based on my own investigations, I believe the Qingming sword would acknowledge me as well. And if that happens, then the real Ye Shuyan in the outside world would take your place as its new wielder.
Replacing Xiaoguang as the Qingming sword's successor? That's absurd. Besides, you're just Senior Ye's memory. How could something like that even be possible?
He's asked me the same question before. The people in this realm aren't real, but their memories, personalities, and swordsmanship, all of it is identical to their true selves. And since the real Ye Shuyan is still alive, his theory is plausible. Though, I only know slightly more about the Qingming sword than you do, so I can't be completely sure. Let's say there's a 70% chance?
That's a big
asked you
percent.
about this before? But as a former wielder of the Qingming sword, would you really just let him go through with this plan?
Why not? Besides the 3 swords in their trials, the Qingming sword also chose to recreate your brother here. There must be a reason for that. And now it seems that he is your final trial. Just my own thoughts, but I've been watching you two from the start. and this all feels like a regular sibling spat. You should just have a fight, settle it, and no hard feelings after that.
Shifu, please don't add fuel to the fire. I can achieve my goal without hurting anyone. All right, I've explained everything. Xiao Guang, Junior Wise, release the sword will from the other two swords, okay? My body can withstand the Qingming sword's power just as well. I can absorb them safely.
Brother, we talked so much during the last battle. I thought you understood and accepted my choice. I thought you had embarked on your own path.
That might be true for the real Yeshiyan. But people's obsessions are not so easily deterred. Not to mention that this is your only chance right now. Xiao Guang, I know you can't accept the idea of leaving the Qingming sword unclaimed. You fear it could bring disaster to the world. But only if I inherit it will it no longer cause disaster, and you won't get hurt. I understand your determination, but I still hope that this is the end that we aim to achieve. You'll be saving yourself and New Eridu from destruction.
Do you still remember what I told you, brother? From now on, let yourself be happy. You mentioned the future of New Eridu and me, but you didn't say anything about yourself.
Of course I remember. Are you saying that by making this decision in his place, I'm stealing the real Yeshuyan's happiness? I don't see it that way. If the real me were to wake up one day and find himself as the new wielder of the Qingming sword, he might feel uncertain at first. But I know in the end, he would thank me for everything I've done in this realm.
I'm sorry, brother. I thought I had already fully understood what you were thinking. Maybe after I leave this domain, I'll need to have a long talk with you in the real world. Shifu was right. We should just fight, settle it, and have no hard feelings. Silly brother. If you want this sword, then you'll have to take it from me. Just like when you first started practicing the mystic arts and tried to get Banrei Shifu's prayer beads. You really thought you could do it.
Hey, enough. Are you seriously going to call me out like that in front of Junior Wise? Do you know how embarrassing it will be the next time I see him in the real world?
It's okay, Senior, yeah. I'll just pretend I never heard that.
Forget it. After seeing what you've done here, I already had a feeling what your answer would be. But a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save you from the curse is right in front of me. There's no way I'm backing down. Shifu, Junior Wise, stand back. She's right. We'll sort this out with our swords, not our words.
You don't have to tell me. I wasn't planning on stepping in anyway. Come on, Wise.
The sword will I just absorbed has restored my strength to its peak. Don't think I'm going to be an easy target, Xiao Guang.
The harder the fight, the clearer you'll see my resolve. Draw your blade, brother!
You sound really far away. Yikes.
Come to think of it, it feels like forever since we last fought with our minds intact.
Judgment!
Back then, you were still that kid who relied on me for everything.
You said it yourself. That was a long time ago. I'm not the same little girl anymore, brother. Besides, we already fought once when you were under control. And you lost that one. Found you.
Is that so? Then keep up that confidence and give it your all. If I were the real Yeshuyan, I probably wouldn't be so fixated on fighting you. The real Yeshuyan has already accepted that you'll always carry the Qingming sword. That's not truly what Yeshuyan wants. My very existence proves it. Deep in my subconscious, I've always hated that sword. I've always waited for the day you'd finally be free of it.
I know. Because I met you here again. I realized that I can't ignore what's inside your